As brand leaders, we're often told that we need to think strategically. But one problem I see is that not many people explain what that means. What does it mean to think strategically, and what are the things you need to be actually doing if you're an ABM or brand manager? So here I'm going to give you a few tips and a method for how to think more strategically and apply strategic thinking in your work. The first thing you need to do is focus on the core problem. So a lot of times when we're presented business issues, we're presented symptoms of a problem, but we actually need to dive in a little bit and diagnose things and figure out what's the true underlying central business issue that needs to be addressed here. All strategists start by focusing and looking for that core problem. Once you know the core issue, then you need to think, what are the sub-questions or key questions that I need to know the answer to in order to address the actual core problem. These sub-questions or key questions are an important exploratory process in figuring out and thinking through how to solve an issue. Once you've worked through those first couple of phases, the third step is really going to be to lay out the alternatives. So think in terms of alternatives that you can choose between. That is the art of strategy. Strategy is about making choices. So what are those alternative choices that you could possibly make in order to answer the core issue? Once you've thought about the different alternatives, then you need to actually make a choice. And this is the hardest part of strategy, and only great strategists get this far. Make a choice, or at the very least, make a specific recommendation and have a point of view. That is the art of great strategy. So if you can work through those steps in that order: core problem, key questions, strategic alternatives, and then making a choice or having a point of view on that recommendation, you are going to not only be thinking much more strategically about your work, but you're going to give the impression to everyone around you that you know strategy and you know how to apply that thinking process.